This may not be the most earth-shattering, mind-blowing bunkhouse family travel trailer ever, but it is certainly a little bit different than a lot of other bunkhouse models that we see in the travel trailer space. So this is the 2026 Grand Design Imagine 2810 BH. Let's go take a look, come on. What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound. And today we are here taking a look at the new 2026 Grand Design Imagine 2810 BH. You'll be able to see the floor plan layout and some of the specs right here on this display that we got outside of this travel trailer, along with a good amount of information about the travel trailer itself. But you can see here, very interesting floor plan layout. The biggest thing is kind of the bathroom and bunk room space, and then the size of the bathroom in here, really impressive. Also get quad theater seating in here. No actual dining table, so we'll take a look at all this stuff and curious your thoughts on what you think. But real quick, length on this, 32 feet 3 inches, unloaded weight almost 7,500 7,600 pounds, 812 pound hitch weight, and then 45 gallon freshwater, 82 gray, and 45 waste. Now on something like this, it's in that size where I would recommend a 3/4 ton truck, especially for the length of this travel trailer. I tow a 28 foot travel trailer, 27 28 feet, that's only about 6,500 to 7,000 pounds or so. And going over 65 miles an hour, I definitely feel the thing behind me. When it's windy, I definitely feel the thing behind me as well. So something of this size, quite a bit bigger than what I tow with my 2023 Toyota Tundra. Not saying it's completely impossible with the half-ton truck, but just be very mindful of the specs of your truck and kind of the risk you're taking on in the attempt to tow something this size with the half-ton. Have your privacy shade already installed on the window, really like that. Hopefully we'll see the same thing in the bedroom too, because that becomes really important when you have a bedroom door to just feel safe and secure in that space. And as we step inside, right away to the left, we have this pretty cool little coat hanging spot, shoe storage / little bench area that you could sit to get ready for your day before you step outside. So like that is pretty nice. Got some storage space up here. And then as we turn around, it has a barreled ceiling in here, so get a max of 81 inches of ceiling height. Certainly feel that difference as well. Feels much bigger than some, flat ceiling travel trailers, so you can see that barreled ceiling there. And very nice, open space, no dining table in here. I prefer that. You can let me know your thoughts on that. Now, I could understand certainly in a bunkhouse model, having kids, how a dining table could be a good spot for a kid to sit down and be able to eat a meal without making a mess or anything like that. So you do have this kind of bar stool area that still can work as something to sit down and have a meal. But other than that, it comes with this freestanding table. Also, really like this. As a matter of fact, I have a freestanding table that I had to get myself set up in my travel trailer just like this right in front of my sofa, because I don't really use my dining table. So whenever I'm doing anything, whether it's trying to work or anything of that nature where I'm sitting at the sofa, want to have some sort of tabletop surface, I have pretty much the same setup here. I just had to configure it myself with finding my own table since my travel trailer didn't come with something like this. Also really like that you have the 4 recliner seats here. All 4 seats do recline, and then they have more of like a kind of Western brown looking sort of color. See, there's a little bit of character in that brown sofa as well. So new color change for 2026. Both middle consoles flip down. They have USB ports here in the middle, a USB type A and a type C charging port there. Cup holders as well. And then we have another one here that flips down. So get both of those armrests when you want them. Great spot to lay down and take a nap too. Even myself at over 6 feet could fully lay down on this sofa. So another great space to be able to just relax easily. Pull down blackout shades on all the windows with the reflective material along the back. Also have the bug screen from the bottom. So a little bit new, or a little bit different shade system now. It seems like this is becoming more and more common across the RV world, as we saw it with brands like Brinkley kind of doing it first, and then higher end fifth wheel starting to do more of it, and now seeing it trickle its way down into travel trailers. Little cubby storage here back behind this corner. You got your outlets your USB ports right here. So another USB type C and type A. And then next to this area in the slide out, you have your refrigerator and freezer, 12 volt refrigerator and freezer, and it is a GE Profile brand. Also with Grand Design, 1-year base warranty, 3-year structural warranty, and a 5-year frame warranty across all their lines. And then we'll just kind of keep going in a circular motion through this travel trailer. So you have your bedroom back here, really wide door going back into the bedroom, queen size bed in here, individual reading lights above each person in this bedroom, second air conditioner in this space, spot for a TV on the wall here, pull down blackout shades on these windows. So a little bit different shade system there. Really tall storage space there, although this shelf is set in place, so that shelf is not going to move. So longer clothing items still may bunch up down underneath here. And then I accidentally just knocked it off, but my hand caught it. But they do have these stoppers here as well, so that that door doesn't get damaged from that. Got a drawer right here. This allows us to see the drawer construction, doing a plywood drawer construction with a lot of staples there to hold it in place. Some brands only do like 3 or 4 staples. That has 4, 5, 6, 8 staples on that. So good to see more staples there. Outlet down here, and then we have pre-wire for a Starlink antenna. So we see this panel right here, and we'll see another one outside. That's basically going to be a spot where wiring can be fed to the outside of the trailer for a Starlink system. So nice to see that incorporated, as that's becoming more and more popular. Grand Design doing their own mattress here. Now this mattress is not fantastic. It's a little bit on the squishy side. Oh, actually, no, this isn't. Yeah, it's a little bit on the squishy side. And so it almost has like a firm feeling when you lay on it, because you can sort of feel the base of the bed under there a little bit. And I'm not even, a super heavy person. So that's just something to keep in mind. You may end up wanting a foam topper for it or a different mattress potentially. But you'll have to try that out for yourself and be your own judge on that. Have a little bit of floating storage right there. And then strut assisted bed storage. Got your cubby area back here, outlets and USB ports, again, USB type A and type C. Nice looking headboard. You can see the design on there here. Going to have a fabric material, not really padded though. It's pretty much just a board back behind there, although it is kind of floating off the area a little bit, so it does look like it's a little padded. And then you have the soft blue light and then a warm reading light for each individual. A little bit of storage up above. And then entry door into this bedroom. I can see it does have the shade on there. And then that is pretty much everything in this bedroom space. Again, wide open door coming in and out of this bedroom, spot for a TV. As we step back out this way, flip up countertop space. So get a little bit of additional countertop space next to the sink for doing dishes or whatever you may be using that for. Got a little bit of shelf storage right there. Underneath here, a couple drawers. Let's see underneath here, another thing to look at. Get under here, and they do not have any additional support down underneath here. So just be mindful of how much weight you're loading down underneath those drawers here. Got a little skinny storage space here. Smaller oven, so not anything super crazy about that, but it does give you a giant pots and pan door or drawer down underneath here with individual pegs to kind of space things out under this area. And then through here, we'll see drawers in some different areas in the Grand Design travel trailers. So you have a drawer right there that pulls out, and then same thing right here as well, where you'll have drawers here. A little bit bigger drawers, curious. Yeah, no support down underneath these as well. Some of the really, really large ones I saw in another Grand Design Imagine travel trailer did have supports on it, but it looks like they're only doing those for certain sized drawers. Solid surface countertop, so get that, nice ceramic or I never know the exact material that they're using. One day someone will tell me, but it's either like a ceramic type material or, something along those lines. But nonetheless, it's a non-porous solid material there. Got your spot for your trash can, and you can empty that out from outside. So cool little area for that. And then big windows all along this side, or I guess not big, but long windows all along this side. Storage up above. Pretty good space with that. And then these are you can see the construction on these. They're a European poplar. And then this is a wood material that is wrapped. So the only reason I really mentioned that, and you can tell it's wrapped because when you look at the screws, you can see kind of that fraying there. Basically, if you were to like chip, dent, or, gash any of these cabinet doors or drawers, the only way to really cosmetically fix it is to get a new door, because it's going to be a peeling material that will, come off of there. Or you could, color in with a similar color marker or crayon. I've heard that as a hack before, but that's just something to be mindful of, is it's not a solid stained wood. Some of your lights will have these little, touch sensitive power buttons on them instead of an actual click button. And then you have a little paper towel holder there as well. And then that's everything in this kitchen space. As we keep moving back this way, show you the bathroom first, because the bathroom really is pretty spectacular. Lots of space in here, separate from the bedroom. So across the trailer from where the bedroom is at, good amount of floor space in here. I mean, just a ton of room here around the toilet. And speaking of toilet, that's a porcelain foot flush toilet, plastic toilet seat, and this is liquefied. This is a black tank treatment for your RV that you can find at Blue Compass RV dealerships across the country. They have it in this liquid formula, pod formula, and powder formula, and you can find it again at Blue Compass stores across the country, as well as Amazon and Walmart. And it's gonna make sure that everything that goes into your toilet gets liquefied and keeps your black tank smelling fresh and performing optimally. So go find that at Blue Compass stores across the country. Got a nice charcoal stainless steel sink here, medicine cabinet, tankless on-demand water heater, solid surface countertops through the bathroom as well. So not cheaping out there on the countertop material back through the bathroom. Great amount of storage back here. All this shelving space there as well. Nice towel rod here, keeps your towel nice up and high away from the toilet so it's not in the splash zone. Much better than hooks in my opinion. And then we have our shower back here, very wide shower. You can see the base on the shower there, pretty substantial. And then as I step into the shower here, let's see what we're looking at for the height. Speaking of shower, I could certainly go for a shower right now. It is about 100 degrees in this travel trailer right now. Legitimately, no joke. I just saw the temperature reading. It's about 97, 98 degrees in here. So as hot as could be, but we're out here nonetheless. Your ceiling height in here looks like it's good for about 6'4", maybe 6'5". So pretty substantial there. Would have to duck a little bit to get under that shower head. Again, lots of space in here. And then you have a flexible shower curtain. So very usable shower for people of most sizes. So I get back behind the camera. If you appreciate me going through this agony of heat out here, definitely make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and also make sure you're subscribed to the channel too, because if you haven't seen, I went to Europe recently and I filmed about 40 RVs in Europe that are all very different from American RVs, and those videos will be coming throughout the duration of the rest of the year, spaced out between all of my American-made RV video content. Back through this area, got your bunk room here. So pretty interesting design, having the whole back portion of this kind of a split wall in between your bathroom and bunk room. Lots of floor space in here. This goes very far back. Get a little flip up tabletop space here to have a little workstation. Does have a spot where you could plug in a TV, but we have a nice big mirror here as well. So have the mirror space, and then we have a flip up bunk on the top. This is a pretty wide bunk. I believe it's about 36 inches wide. We'll check the specs on the floor plan layout and see if it tells us that, because if I believe that's what I saw, I'm pretty certain that's what it was. And then we have our sofa here that will pull out and make into another, essentially like a full-size bed here, close up to the wall. And then this whole area is in a slide out. So that's going to be a tri-fold sofa down underneath there, sleeper sofa. Got USB ports here in the wall, light switch. They have dimmer light switches in all the rooms here, more USB and outlets down here as well. And then we have a vent fan, AC ducted into this space. Pretty decent amount of storage with all those shelves there that are fairly deep. And then we have a nice big window along the back wall with a pull down blackout shade. And in your bunk room, interestingly enough, no lights in the bunk itself. You do have a pull down blackout shade on that window, and no lights down underneath here either. So it'll just be, lighting in the space just from these 3 overhead lights here in the ceiling. So pretty interesting concept of a floor plan. I think the big sofa, the size of the bathroom, and, not having a dining table to me is a win, is a plus. You let me know what you think though. But let's go ahead and hop outside. As we hop outside, you have your controls here for this travel trailer RV. So you can see everything here, slide outs, awnings, JBL speaker system. So you have JBL speakers in the ceiling. 2 air conditioners on here. They're both Coleman Mach ACs. And as we step out, one thing on the construction aspect that I can't find any information online anywhere from Grand Design Imagine, which tells me it's probably not composite panel sidewalls or Asdel sidewalls, because they certainly would market that if it was, I would think. So my assumption is that it's going to be Luan sidewalls. This is a fiberglass exterior shell, and then we're probably going to have something like a subflooring material that is likely somewhat something like a, OSB type of material, but I'm not 100% certain on that. So if I'm incorrect on that, please correct me, because I haven't had the ability to speak to anyone here, because this is just a setup day and there's no, reps here from the brand for me to speak with at the moment. But as we come down underneath here, you have your ABS system on there. That's what those red brake drums are. And then we have a CRE 3000 suspension system from MoRide. This is a BAL frame from Norco Industries, using a lot of huck bolt fasteners, which are really good at withstanding long durations of vibration. So that's the frame that this is built on. Here's your door to access this refrigerator, or not refrigerator, so used to these being refrigerators, but your trash can from outside, so you can empty that out. And then as we step back, really big awning, covers almost the length of the whole travel trailer. 2 ACs up on the roof. You also have your 200 watts of solar on the roof as well. And as we come up front here, they're utilizing a drop frame construction. So you can see underneath here, you have your spot to store a sewer hose. You see that dropped frame right there, going to make your storage space bigger. Fully enclosed underbelly with all of your water tanks and water lines above the enclosed underbelly. And your valves are also in the underbelly for your black and gray tanks. So more of a true Four Seasons camper. Really big storage space because of the drop frame, very tall area here, and you have wells on both sides of all aluminum frame connections. And then this here, you kind of see a little bit of what that, sub material is that they're using for the flooring that's likely consistent throughout the rest of this travel trailer, although this is the area for the base underneath the bed. You got your outlet right there. Have a light in this space as well, right up in that portion. And then it does have a prep for a TPMS system, a tire pressure monitoring system. Really thick baggage door, thicker than most for sure, so really like that. Molded fiberglass front cap, 2 20-pound propane tanks, and then you have your spot for your battery. Let's go ahead and go to the other side real quick and get over there. Manual stabilizer jacks on this travel trailer, spray port on the campsite out here, so an outdoor spray port on your campsite, ladder to get up onto the roof, tankless on-demand water heater. And on the non-camp side, we have all of your water connections, as well your battery disconnect switches and your solar disconnect switches here on the interior portion of this storage area. You also have a drill adapter connector here that is going to be for your stabilizer, so nice that it just comes equipped with that now. And then as we step back, you have a through frame rack and pinion style slide mechanism down underneath here. You can see there we have a freshwater dump valve there, sewer hose storage again extends all the way to this side. And then your smaller slide back here is using this Lippert slide mechanism. It is called a Slim Jack Plus. So going to be similar to a Schwintek slide mechanism, but from what I understand about this and what I've been told about this is it has a little bit more forgiveness for, the amount of degree that it has to shake to get out of alignment. And so pretty good slide mechanism there. I haven't heard any bad things about it so far, and they've been doing this for a couple of years now, so seems like a pretty good slide mechanism there. Tankless water heater, and then you have clear caps for your dump valves. And then you can see there the valves, they do go up into the underbelly right there, and the clear cap is going to be so that you don't get surprised with any liquids that are sitting right behind this portion if a valve accidentally was left open or anything like that. So very nice to have that there. And then as we come back around this way, let's see if there's any other dump valves. Nope, just that one spot. So all your dump valves go to that one location there, so making your life pretty easy on that. And that is pretty much everything. Curious your thoughts. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And this here, again, is the 2026 Grand Design Imagine 2810 BH. These are priced typically right around like the mid to high $50,000 range. So likely what we'll be seeing for these for the 2026 models. That's all I got for y'all. Appreciate you watching. And until next time, live firmly unbound.